Hi, this is Tom Broussard. This is a shout out to the Memphis Aphasia Bootcamp. I'll be speaking later today by Skype with the group, so I thought it'd be a lot of fun to talk a little bit today, now, about what I'll be talking about with them later today up in Memphis. When I had my stroke, and as I was getting better and getting to the end of my therapy, I thought I would find an intensive program, and I went looking for that and found a few. They were all wicked expensive, and I couldn't pay for them. But I did look on their website, and they looked like I was doing a lot of the same kind of activities as they were doing. So I thought, okay, I can't do an intensive program, but now that I'm done with my individual and my groups, I will just continue to do what I've been doing all along in terms of reading, writing, speaking. And hopefully getting better going forward, but not yet knowing if I was getting as well as I wanted to get to. It does take a long time to improve, and it takes a long time to before you can become aware of your own improvement. That was the case with me as well, in that my therapist thought I was getting better. I was looking at the scores. They were getting better, from going from 60 to 70, 70 to 80. But I still could not read a book or a page of a book or a newsletter. And I could not write a paragraph or even a sentence by hand. I was writing in my diary. Although I thought everything I was writing looked just fine, I was not aware that what I was writing looked bad, because I was still not aware of the product of my practice. So that was a large part of that, and it continued to be a large part as I went forward. Now, since then, I've been asked many times, because it's been almost 8 years since my stroke, and basically since I started practicing what I had to do to get better, I've been asked many times if I still practice, as if when I stop practicing doing what I'm doing, that somehow I'll be better. So whenever they ask me that, I say, I continue to do it now, every single minute. Reading, writing, speaking, yes. Back then it was awful. Now I'm just a little less awful. You have to practice all the time for the rest of your life. And that's why we're going to talk about that with the Memphis group here later today. It takes a long time for all these things to occur. And there's a reason for that. When you lose a stroke, you will have lost 500 miles, maybe more, 1,000 miles. People still go, oh my God, 1,000 miles of anything, never mind 1,000 miles of the fiber that have to be rebuilt. That takes a long time. It doesn't happen instantaneously. And it only happens as a result of the activities that induce those improvements, induces those nerves to grow. 1,000 miles of anything, it takes a long time. So people ask me, why do I continue to practice? I tell them, because I have to continue to practice in order to get better. Because even if you're perfectly healthy, you have to practice. If you want to speak more, you have to talk more. If you want to write more, you have to write more. It's just the way the body works. So it turns out that the boot camp, as it were, is very intensive, but it looks like it is built to provide a ramp to go from whatever you were on with before, with your individuals, your groups, now intensive programs. At some point, in terms of insurance costs, they're all going to end. What are you going to do after that? The end of that is really no end at all. You have to continue to practice as if it was your living as it was before your stroke, because you have to continue to do these things if you have an intention of getting better at any of these modalities. So it is very interesting that after you have your stroke and after you've done all of your practicing, it isn't like life is something you have to practice at. It is life. You have to do it every single day for the rest of your life, after all of the activities, including the intensive programs and the boot camp. So thank you very much. It'll be great to see the Memphis folks later today. So have a great day, and I will see you next week. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.